Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here, and I finally got to see Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. Directed by Sam Liu and with voice acting by Vanessa Williams, Tara Strong, Christian Slater, and Billy Brown, just to name a few. We follow Task Force X here, the other name for the Suicide Squad, as they're looking for an object that everybody wants to get their hands on, and of course their lives are on the line in a big way. Hell to Pay. I really got a kick out of this movie. I didn't know if they could make a strong follow-up after Assault on Arkham, which I also thought was a really good Suicide Squad movie. And DC surprised. Well, I shouldn't say surprised, because you know what? DC animated films are usually very good films. They go from about mediocre to good to some of them that really stand out for me. Like Under the Red Hood, I still think is the best they've ever done. Gods and Monsters is a personal favorite of mine. And now I would add Hell to Pay to that list because the voice acting here is pretty decent. I thought Christian Slater did a good job as Deadshot. I like his voice work as well because he's done stuff for Archer, and he of course was in Rick and Morty as well. And so he does good voice work. Vanessa Williams as Amanda Waller, I don't know why that did not click to me, who was the voice, and again she nailed it here. And the story, which is probably what everybody wants to know, it's a decent Suicide Squad story. Why couldn't they do this with the movie? This is what I don't get, because the Suicide Squad, of course, is a group of villains who are forced by the Wall, Amanda Waller, to do missions for her, and each mission they get a year off their sentence. It's not that great, of course, because they get sent on the worst missions, stuff that probably would get most people killed, but they don't have a choice. And I always like that aspect of the Suicide Squad, in the sense that they have nothing to lose, but at the same time you get to see a side of them maybe where they do bad things, but you see where even they kind of are disgusted by the lengths Waller will go to quote unquote protect America. So we get that here. We get to see some personal stories, especially with characters like Bronze Tiger, voiced by Billy Brown. Most of you might know him from How to Get Away with Murder. And you see that dynamic with him where he doesn't even seem to fit into the team. He's not like the others. I don't want to get into a lot of details for those who haven't seen it as yet, but let's just say he's the best of the bunch. And of course you come to see these movies because they are animated, but they are very adult in nature. People are getting killed left and right. The humor is very adult. The animation in this is very good, I think. One of the aspects I liked about this is how it does ask a question as to, okay, you do all these things. Do you believe there's a hell? Do you believe there's anything waiting for you that is probably worse than being locked up or whatever it is? You know, and that question is asked here. You had some who believe, and it was kind of shocking to see how many villains actually were terrified of what was waiting for them on the other side. I thought that was a very strange thing to see, because you don't really see villains stopping to think, well, I'm gonna go to hell. You know, most of them probably, you think they don't care. And you saw actual fear, so to speak, in these villains trying to get this object to avoid damnation, so to speak. I love the reverse flash stuff as well. That was epic. I'm gonna get a little spoilery here and say that this is the same zoom that ties into the Flash Paradox Flashpoint movie that we got to see. I'll leave it at that. It was fantastically well done how that was tied in. The fight choreography is really decent. Everything in this movie, you just can't help enjoy what you're seeing. My only real issue was that Dr. Fate storyline. It felt like the entire thing just ground to a halt while we listened to this ridiculous story of how a guy became Dr. Fate. Again, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's just, I was there like, what? You have to see this yourself. Honestly, you have to see it. And I think it's the only really weak point to this movie, is that Dr. Fate storyline. It just did not fit. It didn't make sense. I know they probably did it for laughs, but it just came across as ridiculous. And I was glad when it was over with and we could get back to the real story, so to speak. So do I recommend checking it out? Absolutely. This was really entertaining, like Assault on Arkham, like the better DC animated films. This one was a strong outing. I would not mind seeing a lot more like this. I hope to get a Justice League Dark that is just like this. And overall I would give this a 7 out of 10. Absolutely, DC did well with this one, and I'm giving them props for it. And that's about it. There's not much else to say, so let's hope they keep these coming, and hopefully we could get a live action Suicide Squad movie that looks a lot more like this. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to hit me with a thumbs up. It's much appreciated. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my face over there. I also do small 30-second reviews on Stardust. It's an app you can download on your phone. I'm there as Movie Junkie, capital M, capital J. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.